Hey Bear, do you want to talk to a dolphin? I know that's a very random idea, but I've had the thought several times in my life, so now I'm naturally sharing with you. So, you obviously know how most animals have some sort of language or some sort of simplified communication system, and it ranges from, dogs showing us how happy they are to see us by wiggling their tail, from birds singing their horny serenades during the mating seasons, to some crazy stuff like bees dancing in the air to show the other bees where the nicest, freshest, the most juicy pollen is, or even to some animals changing the color of their skin in order to show their emotion, like humans blushing or getting completely red with anger. Undoubtedly, most of those signals are only good for the very very basic ideas like danger, food, come here, follow me, etc., etc. But some of the animals have developed quite a sophisticated system for their speech, like the ocean mammals, who mostly communicate using the ultrasonic whistles, and they have complex patterns that we think are kind of names they use to refer to each other and to themselves, which is amazing, isn't it? So, we have been studying the dolphin speech for decades now, and we know for a fact it's super complex. It's very interesting topic for obviously for all the marine scientists. So we've been studying the dolphin speech patterns for decades now, and we know it's super advanced, very complex. We haven't been able to decode it so far, but we do have some understanding. So just hear me out. All the advancements we've had recently with the AI speech recognition patterns and the language models that can basically learn the language from scratch. What if we take the decades of data we have on dolphin speech? So imagine we get a tool that enables us to talk to dolphins, that basically translates the human to dolphin speech. Wouldn't that be amazing? There is, of course, a catch. There is always a catch, isn't it? Most researchers do agree that despite the dolphin speech being very, very sophisticated, it is still only capable of explaining those basic primitive ideas I've mentioned earlier, like fish, maybe big fish, small fish, or danger, like danger comes here or danger comes there. Maybe slightly more advanced that most animals use, but still miles and miles away from a proper speech, at least the way we understand what speech is, what language is. But the scientists have not definitively said that dolphins do not have a language, which means there is still a chance, yay, and as you know, I'm a believer. So who knows, maybe at some point in our lives we will be able to really talk to dolphins and teach them something, advance their society, and who knows, maybe do some uplifting that sci-fi authors have been dreaming about. Nerd time. Uplifting is this sci-fi concept that basically means, what if we as humans are technologically advanced enough to do some DNA engineering or genetic changes in the animals that are already smart enough, like chimpanzees, dogs, dolphins, and then make them even smarter to basically lift them to our level. So essentially, this means, transforming monkeys or dolphins into sentient animals, kind of like you've seen in the Planet of Apes. But honestly speaking, I do have some doubts about that because, as we all know, humans are so good in communicating and being friends with anyone who is different, smaller, weaker than us. So I'm just worried that if we ever uplift an animal race, they will become slaves for us. So maybe we should leave this concept in the realms of sci fi books for now. But, alright, no uplifting animals, no turning dolphins into speaking, talking companions. So there is very little chance we'll be able to fully talk to dolphins or dogs in the future. But what if we can at least have a better understanding of what they mean? So, what if instead of creating the dog speech to human speech vocabulary, we will just enhance this idea and try to help the dog owners better read dog body language, understand whether the tail wag is a happy wag or a sign of stress, understand their growls, understand when they're happy, not happy, and just, be better human beings and more responsible dog owners. So, anyways, do you want to talk to a dolphin?